Hey guys, it's Jessica and welcome to another electric tutorial. In this tutorial, we are just using this shade, and this shade. So these three shades right here, the two purples and the green, is what we're using. And for the most part, we're using this brush. Anyway, let's just go on to the electric palette tutorial. Alright guys, so as usual, you're going to want to take a primer. I'm using Lorax Behind the Scenes primer, but you definitely do not have to use that one. You can use whatever primer your little heart desires. Then I'm going to use the NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Milk. I did depot my Jumbo Pencil. I generally like to depot the Jumbo pencils of eye stuff just because I feel like most of the time it makes the consistency creamier, in my opinion. They're just easier to work with for me. So yeah, I'm just taking this Milk shade, really putting it all over, and it's gonna kind of look a little crazy, but once we have foundation on, it should look totally fine. So yeah, I don't know how the lighting's gonna be because I'm filming earlier than I usually do. It's like 8 o'clock right now. So I just want to let you know that I have no clue how the lighting will be. I'm gonna take this brush that is like so incredible. This is from Flower Beauty. And it came in one of the holiday gift sets. And I'm going to take the shade White from the Lorac Pro palette. And you can use any white. I'm just doing this because it was easy at reach. I should do like a drugstore version because e.l.f. has a pretty good matte white. So just any kind of white, or you know, you want this to be your skin tone or something, then your skin tone, however you want it, but this is just going to help the shadows glide on a little easier. And then just go over it with your finger and make sure that it's pretty easy to glide your finger over it. That's like the gliding test in my opinion. So I'm going to take the fluffy side of the brush that the electric palette came with, and I'm going to take the shade Jilted, which is like probably the most deceiving color in this palette because it more comes off like that color, but it looks like this color in the pan, and I think in some lights it might look like that color, but it doesn't on the lid, in my opinion. So anyway, we're going to take this in the crease, and you guys know that I put all my crease shades a little above my crease just because I want them to show, and that's the only way they'll show on my lids. So yeah. I feel like this is a very wearable look. Like, you could leave the house and know that you have a pretty wearable look going on. Okay, so you should get something like that. I'm going to take the shade Urban with this fluffy side, and it's just a nice deep purple. I really enjoy this shade quite a bit. So yeah, and I love this brush. Like, the love I have for this brush is really intense, you guys. I seriously love this brush. Anyway, we're just putting it on the outer corner, as you can see, and then we're going to bring it into the crease just a little bit. You know, not as much as I normally put a dark shade in the crease, but yeah. Now we're going to go ahead and put on the green shade, which is Freak, and I really love this shade. Actually, I think that I just really love all the shades, and I don't really say that too often about palettes, honestly. So anyway, we're just going to put that on the lid and the inner corner, and it's going to look really pretty. And I mean, hopefully you guys like it. You guys seem to really be intrigued by this palette. A lot of you guys are asking for more tutorials, which I will always have some tutorials with this palette. Alright, and then after you get that green shade on there, oh, by the way, I used the brush wet when I used that shade. Just go in with Urban again and just kind of, you know, make it look okay. A little bit blended would be nice, but it doesn't have to look super blended. Alright, and then I like to put it right underneath the pink on the inner corner, because I always have like a gap there because of how my eyes are like wrinkly, I guess. So yeah. Now the last step is I'm going to take the shade Cream from the Lorac Pro. Once again, you can use any shade you want, but this is just going to help blend out the top. So like right here, I'm just going to take that shade and like move it along the top, like I said, just to help blend out the top area a little bit. I don't know, it just helps out with the lines a little bit. I love this brush. It's so soft and really awesome. My face done, that way I can do the eyeliner with you guys. So I will be right back. Alright guys, so my brows, they aren't super awesome, honestly, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I'm going to line my eyes. So we're gonna take that green shade Freak, and we're just going to put it right on the inner corner under eye, if that made any sense. Lower lash line, kind of inner area. And ow, that hurt. I poked my eye. Sorry guys. Hopefully I'm not out of frame or anything. Okay, I'm a little stuffed up, you guys, so I'm really sorry for that. Okay, now we're gonna take this shade Jilted, and this one's gonna go right with that green, kind of blend it into the green, and then just kind of put it like that. And yeah. Now, you guys know, or you might know, that some of these shades aren't approved, FDA approved, I guess, or something like that, to be used immediately in the eye area. In some countries that's not the case. In some countries they're totally fine to use anywhere. So now I will say I have really sensitive eyes, and when I first used those shades, like right against my waterline and everything, it does sting a little, and it stings for a little while, but then after like about an hour or two it's fine, which that probably sounds terrible for some people, which if it's terrible for you then fine, but I don't really think that that's that big of a deal. It doesn't bother me that much to where I have to take my makeup off or anything. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm taking Urban right on the outer corner, and then I'm just going to drag it underneath Jilted and into Freak, just like that. So it's kind of like a smudged out under eye look. So just, so you can see again, I'm taking Urban right here, and then I'm just dragging it underneath Jilted, and then underneath Freak, just like that. Alrighty, so there is a new look for you guys with this palette, and I hope you guys like this look, and I hope you like the electric palette tutorials in general, because people seem really excited about them, so I hope that's still the case. I know the mascara I'm using is Maybelline Big Eyes, and I'm just going to apply it and then I will be back. Alright, I'm also going to add the Maybelline Colossal mascara, just because I think it'll just add a little something something. Alright you guys, so here is the finished eye look up close, and so yeah. I really like this look, 100%, just totally love it. I know it's a little crazy and a little out there, but honestly, it just looks really beautiful, and I only hope that the way it looks is conveying correctly on the camera. That's the hard thing about doing these tutorials, is on the viewfinder, it looks totally different than it'll look like on my computer when I'm editing. So that's the only major problem that I have. So yeah, anyway, if you want to know what else is on my face, then please stay tuned. I haven't done this in a while, but I know you guys appreciate it, so stay tuned if you want to see what else is on my face. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Alright you guys, so the other products that I used on my face, I used the e.l.f. Eyebrow Duo. This is in medium. Always tend to use this, or this unknown eyebrow powder I have. I used the e.l.f. brush and contour duo. I believe this is now called Fiji, but just really pretty, nice and kind of natural. On my lips, I am wearing a combination of one of these Flash Mob. It's on top of this color. So this is by Flash Mob, and it came in a set. It doesn't have like a color name, but it's just like a lip crayon. You can get these right now at Walmart for pretty inexpensive, and I will just swatch it for you. It's not super pigmented like I built up to that. That's more what it's like right there, but it's really pretty, and I don't know, I'm just trying to play with more things. And then the base color on my lips is this Maybelline one, which kind of goes on a little patchy, but I do love this shade. It's Maybelline's Blissful Berry. So yeah, there's that. And I really like this shade a lot. I wore it a lot in fall specifically. Sorry for making all the noise. And then my foundation is, of course, the CoverGirl True Blend. I need to repurchase this because I am running so low and I don't want to run out of it. Yeah, so that's it. And then brushes, I used this really fluffy brush. I wish this was more like, I guess, dense, but it's so soft. I use this for my blush. This is from Flower Beauty, and right now at Walmart, if you can find the brush set, I would highly recommend getting it. It's $5, but these brushes just feel like maybe $10 or $20 brushes. They feel so good. And then I also used this to blend out my shadow like you saw in the tutorial, and it also came in the brush set. Just really nice. And then the last brush that came in that set is this one, which is a concealer brush. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Follow me on Instagram, all of that jazz, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.